Good evening, everyone. Shay's Creations again, and I'm not doing too well. And this time, I'm gonna just tell you what it is. But first of all, I'm seeing a little shadow in my. Okay, it's the video. I'm working on a card, and I'm gonna ask you something in a minute. But I don't know if I'm wrong to feel the way I feel. So I I was speaking to someone today, and I didn't realize I sent them a greeting card. So when she asked, "Did you send me something in the mail?" I said, "No, I didn't." And she said, "Well, I received a greeting card from you today." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I completely didn't remember, or whatever the case may be, but I completely didn't remember. And then she kept saying over and over that I put the address, but I didn't put the town on the envelope, and I put the zip code. So I said, "Oh, okay, and you got it." So, which means I completely forgot about the card. So I was like, I was wondering because I saw your address on this thing. I wrote it down or something. So anyway, I got a little, my head just tipped to the left because she kept emphasizing the fact that I didn't put the town on it. So I said, I understand. I heard you. I hear you clearly. I'm there with you, but you got it. So I'm like, wow. So I'm like, and then she was like, well, most people, they put on an envelope. Why did you put it on a piece of paper? And I'm like, oh. So boys and girls, I kid you not, my head was like, bow, because on my end of the world, it got there. That's all I kept saying in my head was it got there. So then I completely, the gratitude was gone, the kindness was gone, everything was gone. So I felt a certain type of way when I was hearing all of that because I was like missing something, and I said, I had said again, I got that. I completely got it. I heard that, but I'm like, where is? So I said, wow. Now I'm sitting here, in the kitchen working on what I feel like eating, and I'm like, okay, now maybe I should not be sending people cards that they're not asking for. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. All my head has been freaking messing with me for the last, what, 2 hours now. And I'm sitting at my table. I'm doing cards. I opened up my new book. Here's my new kindness book. I'm putting my addresses in my kindness book. And I'm like, oh, so now I understand. Maybe I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing because maybe people don't want greeting cards. Maybe people don't want. So I'm in here feeling a certain type of way. I kid you not. So uh, even if you say it anonymously, I don't care what you say. To be honest, I just need to know: am I feeling the right way? Because I feel like whatever at that now, I kid you not, I do know that there are times that I just can't finish writing because my arthritis hurts my hands or whatever the case may be. So I'll put the zip code because I worked for the post office before. When you put in the zip code, it automatically tells where the zone is. So that is if I even when I do my own address. First of all, there's times I do not put a return address on my envelopes, and I have a method for the madness. Now, that's just going to be it. But there's times that I just can't continue to write, and I'll write my own zip code in no town. You automatically get the zip code when you put in the zip code. You get the town. So, but I am contemplating now just throwing away my book, and I went into my craft room and started moving, and doing putting a little bit of tidiness to that horror on that floor in there because I kid you not, I have nowhere to put it. But I said, maybe I am doing something wrong. Maybe this was a revelation that I didn't realize. Maybe no one cares about a kindness card. Now I'm sitting here with a card I was supposed to put out in the mail tonight. I said, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe people just don't want them. Maybe they throw them in the garbage. Maybe they're like, I wish you just stop sending me this foolishness or whatever. But please just let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm already hurt. I feel like I feel like I've been doing something wrong. And for some reason, for so long, something has been fighting me and fighting me. Like, is this what I'm supposed to be listening to? I don't know. But I kid you not, I feel like, I just want to throw my hands in the air and say, you know what, maybe I should just leave them on the corner and let somebody see if they wanted to pick it up. But I was like, So anyway, I had something come over me tonight, and I did it. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do what I have to do. I have to tell you, boys and girls, I am loving drinking chicken broth. But this chicken broth here, I have got to tell you what I did, and I'm gonna have to show you one day. I bought like maybe 5 or 6 rotisseries that were already cooked. I love some of them, and I've been reading some reviews, and they're right. Some of them taste different from time to time, and I guess it's because of different people seasoning them or whatever. But I did a lot of research, boys and girls, and great values. Uh, Rotisserie is really good. I did a lot of research, you're not, but I shouldn't say that because I'm being real intentional what not to put on social media, because a lot of people realize now it's a lot of stuff that's not available. So you have to be really careful what you're out there when you have to protect yourself. I'm not saying be stingy. Anyway, I used a rotisserie that I purchased, and I put the rotisserie chicken in the crock pot. I put in a bag of mixed vegetables like I always do, a whole onion that I cut up in four, and then I let it cook down, but I put something else in there. I put something in it, I can't remember right now though. And I let it cook down a while before I put in the vinegar. But I put the vinegar in maybe about 2 hours before it was gonna finish. Just a little bit of vinegar, but there was something else I'm almost, I can't remember. But anyway, ah, this chicken broth is saying hello. Mm, 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 mm. And I put it in the microwave on 2 minutes. I let it one, then I let it on another after a few minutes. This is a really nice cup of chicken broth. But I kid you not, I don't know if you can see my face on the days when I'm not having the chicken broth from the days when I'm having it. Now, I had chicken broth yesterday and I had chicken broth today. And if you look at my face today, you can see the difference from when I skip a few days of chicken broth. I'm absolutely loving. But this right here is it's just like a hug in a mug, boys and girls. I need to find me another recipe for one of my books. But I feel so good drinking chicken broth. Now, I kid you not, I almost ran to the Dollar Tree and just bought a case of chicken broth, but then I had to remember the sodium that's actually in there. It's already in the chicken, but I feel a little better using the chicken, making the chicken broth in my crock pot. I am so thankful that this crock pot survived because I'm getting another one. I'm getting another one because I need to have a few things cooking and bubbling at the same time. Huh, this is nice. But anyway, mm, 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 mm. Oh, I put turmeric and pepper in this bad boy. But I kid you not. Uh, we're gonna keep that quiet. Mm, that is good, boys and girls. That is good. Mm, but I had a vision a little while ago of some situation that has nothing, no bearings on anyone. I don't even know where it was, but someone was having an issue with someone in their home because I don't know where it came from. I'm just telling you, I had a vision. Someone was having company and they didn't know how to tell someone to remove their shoes, and they felt uncomfortable with the person in their home. That's all I know, is that's the feeling that I got. So I don't know if that word "God" was used in the wrong place, but if it was, I don't mind a little kind remembrance. reminder because I. Anyway, so I was sitting down and I was working on a card and it just popped on me and I said, well, how do you work on that sentiment? Now, I like to do cards as home decor. Now, I don't know. I don't care what's in here. You see my laundry? Don't look at my laundry, but look at my table. See my cards and stuff? You can see. Let me show you. See this right here? I don't know if you can see it, but those are cards. So I use I use cards. I think of cards as home decor because they have a statement and you feel a certain way when you see them. I don't need you to be watching what I'm watching on my TV. Anyway, I love this card. I love this card. So here's my card. I did this card and I put welcome, feel free to remove your shoes. And I put a little gem there and I put a butterfly. But I said, when I do list this card, because I'm going to list it tonight, and when I list it, it's going to be for an entryway table where you could put like a vase or something like that. But sometimes people don't know how to say, you could take off your shoes. Some people's door has a sign. Some people act like they don't see it. My thing is, I normally remove my shoes in anyone's home. I try not to if I go into someone's home and I feel like the floor is not clean, only because it makes me feel a certain way while I'm there, and I don't want to express that on my body. But the beautiful thing is that some people, when you walk into their home, they welcome you with a certain spirit of feeling. So you want to take off your shoes to show respect, especially if you have certain things in your heritage, in your background. I like that card, boys and girls. So I would like to know what you think of the card. I'm looking for somewhere to put my big shot so I can make some more butterflies, but I don't have anywhere to put it in here, and I don't really want to junk up, just pile up because I'm a knick-knack type of person. You see my window? I have those little cups I made and all my little things, whatever, but there's something you will notice. My blind is up. Usually it's down, but if you look over there, every one of my neighbors are asleep because if it was a little earlier, all of those lights would be on because those are all my neighbors' windows. If someone was in there and they were not asleep and the light was off, they could see me sitting right here on my bed and laying on my bed. But for the last few days, my blinds have been up because I need more sunlight. So if I'm not going outside, I don't know if it benefits me to have a little sunlight coming in through the window, but it's open. I need someone to tell me if I am feeling a little bit under the weather about that teeny weeny situation because I'm really feeling a little uneasy at this moment. I feel like I have wasted my time, dropping that card in the mail. I don't even remember sending it. I'm thankful that I know it arrived, but is that am I seeing something that am I going too far? Am I reaching? Am I over what? But I'm not feeling too good. But I want to say thank you so much. Some of you have really showed up for your girl. But I'm working really hard on purchasing a shirt I just did. And I saw the shirt today. Oh my goodness, I love it. It is perfect. It's just basic. It says mind your business. That's it. But I have got to find a way to get my shirt. Now, usually I order my own sample so I can get a test to see what it is before someone else buys it. But I am so freaking excited to get my shirt because my name is on the edge. I think they charged me like maybe $4 just for my name, but I kid you not, I understand the assignment when I'm seeing. And I said, I love the fact that my nephew, some of you may have seen him on Facebook, he has his branded belt, he has his branded hat. I have his hat in here somewhere. I don't know where, but it feels so good to have something, tangible like that of your own. So almost every day I wear my shirt with my face on it, and I love my shirts. Although I wish I could do my image over, but I would never do my image over because I really love the gesture that was blessed upon me when I was given it. So I said there's no other way you can say thank you other than put it on your chest every day. So there goes that. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, whatever it is you guys do on this channel. But thank you so much. I am going to go back into my kitchen because I think I want some egg bites. I made some egg bites a few nights ago and they were delicious. But today I had cabbage, and I think that's the only meal. No, breakfast. I made a sandwich, eggs, turkey, and cheese, and I put the eggs in the pan with the butter, and I dropped the raw egg on top of it, dropped the cheese on top of it, and I put the top on it. I let it cook down, and then I flipped it over. When I say it was nice, but there's something that I notice about me, like when I do my pizza in the air fryer. I do my pizza and I like it a little dark. When I do my sandwich, I like my sandwich a little dark. I like to get a little crusty. But boys and girls, I absolutely fell in love with a slice of pizza somewhere. I didn't know how or what the mechanism was, but I ordered it without cheese. I came home and put my own cheese on it, and then I noticed something about the taste. And then I had to research, and sure enough, I had it. And you would never in a million years expect that combination to be on a pizza in oh, I'm like, what is your girl doing? So now I am really trying to get my head in a good place because I want to start putting some meals on my table to do my second broke but fed book. But I believe I need to make my own pizza on that in that book. I really think I do. But I have to stay right now. I have to focus on getting myself back on to clear my head because I can't really focus right now, and working with stuff I'm working with in my head and trying to keep it in here and work on it on my own. I have to keep my hands moving because there we go. Anyway, thank you so much, and have a wonderful night. Bye bye.